My name is Biren Ghosh and I'm the country head for Technicolor. I've been in the animation and visual effects business for the last 12 years, and I've been working both on the side of working with providing services to the world's largest companies like DreamWorks and Nickelodeon and Electronic Arts and many of the other superstars of this world. So I've had the pleasure of both learning and also making sure that our talent responds to the demands of creating the best animation in the world. I'm working on projects like Shrek and Kung Fu Panda and shortly the Ninja Turtles, and working with large movies for toy companies like Mattel has enriched my experience. I've also found it very valuable to be at all the top markets. So for the last 10 years I've been going to Annecy and MIPCOM and MIPTV and NatP and Kidscreen Summit, and I think that's the intermingling that creates the right relationships, that creates the right connectivity for this business. This is my very first visit to DSK Soup Infocom. I know Soup Infocom from the fact that we've had the pleasure of seeing Anne and Jersey visit us at Technicolor in Bangalore, where we have a small cozy 1100 people that work with us as artists and technicians, and the idea was to build a bridge between the academic world and the world of industry. And from the point of view of my first visit here, the little that I've seen of this campus, it's an exciting place to be. I'm sure that it makes me feel that I should be a student once again and come back and enjoy some of that life. But I think that the need of the hour for India is to really have institutions that are going to create a very holistic talent base. People that have understood the basics, and people then figure out their chosen field after they've learned the principles of what they do. Too much of the talent development in India in the past has been like a fast food restaurant where you come and have a quick bite and go away. And I think that the nicest thing, of course, besides the fact that it has an amazing curriculum that comes from Soup Infocom, is the fact that here we are planning to, if you like, slow cook the development process of creating a professional in the animation world. Say that I was impressed. It usually takes 2 or 3 batches for a school to really start creating what I would call a standard. And in many ways, I think looking at these 3 films, it's been certainly an expectation that got fulfilled. I think there's an amazing amount of work that's gone into it. Obviously, behind that work, there's been a lot of mentorship, there's been a lot of experimentation, and I think that these films are, DSK Soup Infocom should be proud that this is the output of the first batch. I think we need a lot more institutions like DSK Soup Infocom. I think there are many attempts now that are taking place around the country. We've been moving the government to create a center of excellence, which they have bought into the idea that there should be a government-funded project that would be, of a high standard. And I think that the experiment that started here a few years ago, which is no longer an experiment because it's a reality, especially today with the first batch coming out, is a good way to set the benchmark for what I would call education 2.0 in the animation field. This is not our first impression. 3 of the students that are on the graduating batch happen to have come in as interns at Technicolor last year. So they came up, and we're very happy to see C.G. Thomas, my creative director, and myself, because they said it's the first time they ever touched a mud box and learned some modeling and got some kind of an understanding of the big bad world that's out there in industry, has helped them really to come back and use some of that learning in the films that we are seeing today. So we're very proud that we could add a little bit of value to the students' life. I want to say one thing to students, which is that you can't express something until you've experienced it. And a lot of people that come out of institutions like NID and other parts of the world where there are Soup Infocom type institutions, is that they straight away want to jump into the deep end and do the most challenging thing without having kind of gone through the journey. So I would encourage them. I'm a Formula 1 motor racing fan, and you don't just start driving in Formula 1. You start with go-karts, you go to Formula 3, you go to Formula 2, and then you start qualify for Formula 1. So I would encourage them to embrace the process of doing things that may not be the end goal for them, because that would really make them far more mature and would give them the experience that they will display in their work for the future.